students, welcome to the session. This is Sweta Roy, your English master teacher at Vedantu, and welcome to the second session of Sprint 9. And today we are going to start with a poem, very, a poem with a very deep meaning, that is the road not taken. So let us begin the poem, guys, and we will be doing the extract based question. Okay, so we will be doing the extract based question, that is for 1 mark, and then the short answers, that is for 2 marks, and of course the long answers, that is 2 marks and 3 marks both, and long answer for 5 marks. So this is what we are going to follow in today's session, right? Oh, it was there. Anyways, so let us move ahead, guys, with the schedule. You all know the schedule, I think, by now. From 14th Jan it has started, and it will be ending on 3rd Feb with the beggar. Okay, so it's going to continue a bit long. And then this is the physics schedule starting from 14th Jan, ending on 26th Jan. Chemistry 15th Jan to 27th Jan. Math 14th Jan to 3rd Feb, almost parallel with English. Biology 17th Jan to 31st Jan. SST 14th Jan to 3rd Feb. So again, parallel with English. So please take a screenshot and note it down, note the schedule down, and do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out on any important information. So let us begin with the second session of Sprint 9 with a beautiful quote related to the poem that we are going to right now deal with. Success is a journey. So when we are talking about road, what do we think about? We also think about journey. So people should enjoy the journey rather than thinking about the destination. That is very important. Success is a journey, not a destination. The doing is often more important than the outcome. So if we always think and ponder about the outcome initially, we will not enjoy the doing. Okay, the process. So definitely the process is important than the result. We should definitely focus on the process. Automatically your outcome will be positive. If your process is not positive, then it will affect your result as well. So success is of course a journey. It is not a destination. So you should enjoy that journey, right? The doing, because once you reach the destination, there is no movement. It becomes very stagnant, right? So the road not taken. So road symbolizes the journey, right? So let us have a look at the very first question. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down once as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. This is the stanza, guys. The question is, at which point did the poet reach? At which point had the poet reached? Where 2 roads diverged in the yellow wood, the poet is standing at the end of the road, beginning of the road, or none of the above. Very simple. Please mention your answers in the chat box. Where 2 roads diverged in the yellow wood. Yes, at a point where 2 roads diverged in the yellow wood. Then why was the traveler feeling sorry? Because he was traveling alone, because he could not travel both. Okay, both the roads, I mean. Because the path he chose was difficult, or all of the above. Very simple, guys. Very simple. Yes, because he could not travel both the roads. That is why he was feeling sorry. And sorry, I could not travel both. Right? Give the opposite to met at a point from the passage. Opposite meaning antonym. Okay? Please be careful. Look down, diverged, awful, or none of the above. Met at a point. Come on. Very simple, guys. Come on. You should know this. It is diverged. Diverging is just moving away from, the point. And meeting at a point is just the opposite. So diverged is the opposite of meeting at a point. That is intersecting. Intersecting, opposite. Meeting at a point is intersecting, right? Intersect. Diverged is just the opposite of intersect. Next is, Why will the choice between two roads that seem very much alike make such a big difference many years later in the life of the poet? And that is quite relevant to our lives as well. So it has got definitely, universal appeal. Instead of contemporary relevance, I should write, it has got a universal appeal, right? Because whatever path we choose now, it is going to have a great impact in our future as well. So same for the poet. A choice between two roads that seem very much alike will make such a big difference many years later in poet's life, because this decision, this path opened up many different opportunities for him. So this is going to open up different opportunities. Same for us as well. The decision that he now makes will influence him and his life and the rest of the decision, since two roads are the same, they will have varied opinions, right? Okay, so very, very, very important. So although the two roads are same, but definitely, the choice will make a very big difference. Why? Because it will open up different opportunities for him in the future. Okay. So does the speaker feel that he has made wrong choice in taking the road less traveled by? If not, why does he sigh? Okay, and what does he regret? So does the speaker feel that he has made wrong choice? This is actually quite ambiguous. Okay, this is quite, he has left the poet, the poem is, having a great ambiguity at the end, and I have also discussed this, with you in the Umang series. Take care. 1 minute. Right, so in the Umang series, we have discussed this, less traveled by. This has got a lot of meaning. It has got multiple interpretations. Okay, please mention that this is not very clear. Okay, this is not very clear. It is ambiguous. It has multiple interpretations, because this poem is definitely celebrated as, this is celebrated as a celebration, or considered as a celebration of individuality. Universally, it is considered as a celebration of individuality. Okay, but if we analyze deeply, we will actually come up with multiple interpretations. So does he feel that he has made the wrong choice? If we go by the celebration of individuality that is popular, okay, if we go by this popular thought, then the answer would be no, he does not. Okay, the speaker does not feel. So here we are considering the popular opinion. Okay, although please mention that although there is an ambiguity. Okay, the poem is quite ambiguous, because there is a word called sigh at the end, and we do not know whether this is a sigh of relief, or that this is a sigh of repentance. Okay, so we do not know. Okay, relief or repentance, we do not know. So please mention that ambiguity. Okay, but if we go by this popular opinion, which considers this poem as a celebration of individuality, okay, then we could say that the speaker does not feel that he has made a wrong decision. So please mention all these facts, right? Make it very clear. The poet wanted to explore both the roads. He tells himself that he will explore one and then come back and explore the other. But he knows very well that he will probably not be able to do so, right? And then also, please make sure that you, explain the meaning of sigh at the end. Okay. So next is at that, and that has made all the difference. Now this is what is very important at the end. Okay, now is this difference a positive one, or is it a negative one? That is very ambiguous, right? What is your opinion? Was it for the better or the worse, right? Substantiate your answer. So the poem does not clearly state, as I already talked about the ambiguity. So from here you could take the portion and relate it to the previous question that we did, right? However, if examined the way of the world, we find that individuals who have achieved recognition and fame have always eschewed the beaten track, right? So we can reason that the poet traveler uh, was made happy by choosing the less traveled path, not the beaten track, right? Okay, so the concluding line of the poem, and that has made all the difference, connotes, if again taken if we take the popular opinion, yes, if we take this poem as a celebration of individuality, then yes, so you can add this. If this poem is taken or seen as a celebration of individuality, then yes, it connotes joy, but also mention that it has multiple layers of meaning, and also explain the sigh at the end. We do not know whether it is, a sigh of relief that he has chosen the correct path, and that has made all the difference. That means, he has become, a recognized man, a recognized figure. Okay, or is it a sigh of repentance, because he could, he repented the fact that he did not choose the other one, right? So please explain all these, and please do have a look at the Umang series. I have done all these things, I have discussed each and every point there. So please take this. I'm mentioning the points, which points are you going to take from where. So please guys, take those points from there, right? It is important that you understand the explanation of the poem first and then go for the question and answers. So I hope you are enjoying the session. If you want to join us guys, then please do visit the link below in the description box and pinned comment, and you can avail the unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes, and you can compete with the students throughout the world. You can have interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards. You can have premium downloadable content with handwritten notes of the master teachers. Your doubts will be solved instantaneously in the class, and after each and every session, you're going to have assignments and tests. Right, so tests we take, and we also give you the performance report, so that will help you in analyzing where you stand. And you can also have 5,000 plus micro courses and crash courses for free guys, that too in less price. So here you go with the link and the coupon code, and happy Makar Sankranti guys, and we are giving you a 50% discount again up to rupees 2000 for Makar Sankranti. So this will continue till 17th Jan, starting from 14th Jan. Alright guys, so don't miss this wonderful opportunity, and this is your price after discount of Makar Sankranti guys. 6 rupees per class for a month and 8 rupees per class for 3 months. So please guys, do not miss out this wonderful opportunity, and do visit the link and use the coupon code SWRPRO. Resuming our session, we'll go to the next section, that is a 5-mark question guys. Does the poem The Road Not Taken symbolize or reveals a meaning or aspect of freedom or responsibility? What do you think? Please tell me some points in the comment in the chat box. So the poem reveals a complex nature of a seemingly simple decision. Although it seems to be a very simple decision, but of course the nature of this decision is very, very, very complicated. The narrator is conflicted as he thinks about which road to take. Even after some deliberations and the fact that usage had warned them really, about the same. That means this is the usage had warned them about really the same. He cannot help wondering, but then doubting if I should ever come back. So after traveling a few, steps, he had seen that although one road looked quite grassy and wanted wear, but after traveling some, a distance, he saw that both were, warned about, really the same. Okay, then he wondered. He thought whether he could come back. Okay, so he's trying to convince himself that he has made the best choice. As he looks back somewhere ages and ages hence, and he is sure that he will he will be able to tell the world, okay, that he has made the best choice, right? So the poem highlights the fact that freedom of choice brings with its own set of responsibility. Yes, so with freedom of choice, you also have this responsibility. His poem also perhaps indicates the futility of overthinking in some situation. Yes, so when you are in some situation you think, but if you overthink, then that becomes futile, right? Even trivial decisions requires so much thought. How can anyone ever make life changing decision? So if if you think about trivial decisions, overthink about trivial decisions, then what happens when you actually think about life changing decisions, right? Apparently, for this, for this decision for the narrator is life changing. At least the choice is his to make. So yes, it talks about the freedom of choice, so his choice, but also with responsibility. Right. So next is, what do the two roads symbolize in the poem, and what is the significance of choosing a road? Very, very, very important. And here you come with the symbolic meaning. I have already discussed this kind of question in the Umang series. Please take a note of that as well. The two roads that the poet traveler faces in the walk or the journey are symbolic of the choices that we have to encounter. Very, very, very important. Okay. So the choices, they refer to the choices. The journey or a simple walk is a metaphor for the great journey of life. As I, began the quote with the same thing. It's the journey which is important, right? In the poem, the poet, after prolonged thought, decides to take the road which is less traveled, accepting its challenges and uncertainties. Yes, if we take a road which is less traveled by, that means which is less frequented, it is new, right? So we are exploring a virgin land. So that means definitely we will have a number of challenges, a number of uncertainties, right? Because no one had ever gone or traveled in that path, right? The decision is final and irreversible. Very important is this point. But this decision, you cannot come back after traveling to after traveling in that road. If you want to explore the other road, then that is not possible. It is irreversible. It has own consequences. It has its own consequences, maybe positive, it may be negative. In real life also, we confront critical situations. We face life altering options, right? The decision that we make is crucial, very, very, very crucial. We should contemplate over the choice before deciding. So yes, for example, right now, what is the critical choice that you have is your career path. So please be very careful and contemplate, okay, and then decide your priority. Once we make, because once you are making the decision, you cannot come back. That is irreversible, okay? And proceed accordingly. We can never reverse it. The life takes its own course and it does not give a second chance. Some decisions do not have a second chance, right? And to alter our decision and change our course of life. Hence, we need to decide. We need to choose our path very wisely. Next is, discuss the anticipation or remorse in the poem Road Not Taken. This is also very important, and this makes the poem a bit ambiguous, as I already told you. There's a fair amount of irony to be found in the poem, but this is also a poem which is infused with anticipation of remorse. As I told you, sigh, okay? Is the sigh that of remorse or repentance of not being able to take the other path, or is it, a sigh of relief? The title, the title is not the road less traveled, but the road not taken. So, is the poet trying to say, is he repenting that he could not take the road? Okay, so that is again an anticipation of remorse, right? Even as he makes a choice he is forced to make if he does not want to stand forever in the woods, of course. One for which he has no real guide or definitive basis for decision making. The speaker knows that he will second guess himself somewhere down the line, or at the very least, he will wonder at what is irrevocably lost. Some things you will definitely lose, right? So then you will wonder. So the impossible, unknowable other path. Yes, that is the path which he did not travel, he did not explore. There are two paths. One he selected after much pondering, but the other he left, right? So that is unknown. Okay, so it's impossible for him to come back and explore, right, that path. But the nature of the decision is such that there is no right path, just the chosen path and the other path. That is very, very important. So in our life, there is no right or wrong, right? One you choose, the other you don't choose. The road less traveled is a fiction the speaker will later invent, an attempt to polarize his past and give himself retroactively more agency than he really had. Okay, what are sighed for ages and ages, hence, are not much the wrong decisions as the moments of decision themselves. Moments that one atop the other mark the passing of a life. There is the more primal strain of remorse. This is the most primal strain of remorse. Very, very, very important. What are sighed for ages and ages, okay, hence are not much the wrong decisions, right? So if you are, even if you are taking the you cannot say that I have selected something which is right and I have not selected something that the one that I left was wrong, okay, or vice versa. Whatever you have chosen, you have chosen. You do not know what was there in the other one, right? So there is nothing right or wrong. It is just one that you have traveled, the one that you have not taken, right? So anyways, uh, hence there are not so much the wrong decisions as the moments of decision themselves. Moments, one atop the other mark the passing of a life, right? So that is the primal strain of remorse. With that, we have uh, almost completed we have completed the road not taken poem. So yes, we are done with the extract based question, the short question, the 3 marks questions, as well as the 5 mark question. And this is the homework question, guys. What is the theme? So many questions we have done related to the theme of the poem. So by now, I think you will be able to write the theme of the poem on your own in the comment section. Please do mention when you are writing about the theme of the poem. Please make sure that you write about the choices, you write about the metaphor of the road, you write about the title, the road not taken. Why is it not taken? Just now we did that. Okay, and you also write about the ambiguity and the multiple layers of interpretation. Please watch the Umang series related to this poem, that will make your explanation even better. Okay, guys. So in the next session, we will be doing the sound of music. So please be prepared. And thank you so much. We have already done the fun they had. I hope you have seen that session, guys. So thank you so much. Take care. Please, link is there in the description box. Visit the link and use the coupon code SWRPRO. And before you go, guys, do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.